G'day guys. So if you've lived in Perth for a while, you probably recognise what's behind me. That's Mundaring Weir Dam, and I've got to say it is actually the fullest I've seen it in years, which is good to know that they're actually managing to finally get some decent water in there. Alright, so there's three tracks that start in Mundaring now. There's the MundAl Track that's been around for years, starts here, ends in Albany. That's a walking trail. Then you also got the MundAl Trail, which is a bicycle or off-road bicycle, whatever you want to call it, mountain bike, that's the word. That also starts in Mundaring. And now the third track, which just got opened by the Four-Wheel Drive Association of WA, is the MundAl Track. So we finally got a four-wheel drive track that starts in Mundaring. So the start of the track actually just starts a few k's up the road, so let's get stuck into it. Just a little disclaimer guys, this isn't like my normal exciting four-wheel drive videos. The MundAl Track isn't that extreme, so if you want to see some more extreme stuff, check out some of my other videos. Otherwise, stay tuned to see what I think of this track. Well, this is the start of the MundAl Track. Now, there is no sign here. You may be wondering why that is, because it's actually a little bit different to every other four-wheel drive track that's commonly signed. The MundAl Track, if you want to get the maps for this track, you have to go into the Four-Wheel Drive Australia, mate, why do they have such a long name? The the WA Four-Wheel Drive Association webpage. Now if you go on there, all you got to do is put your email, put your phone number and your name, and they'll send you out the GPS waypoints. Now it's pretty cool because they actually send, well, the folder that you download, they give you them in 3 different formats, so no matter whether you're running Aussie Explorer, HEMA Maps, it'll load straight into your app, which is absolutely awesome. Top job with that guys, that is just mint. Hey, so I'm just going to drop the tyres to probably 30 psi because I think you do actually have to go onto normal road every now and then on this track, but I guess we'll find out as we go, so I'll just drop the tyres and we'll get stuck into it. I need to stop saying stuck into it. I mean, I just say it every second sentence. Let's get stuck into it. The MundAl Track itself at the moment is 920 kilometers long. That's just the first section. When it's completed, it's going to be over 4,000 kilometers long, which is pretty cool. Like, that's going to take a few days to do. And they've really kept away from the coast because, you know, everyone's seen the coast, everyone's done the beautiful beaches down there. Not many people have ventured inland, so they've really stuck inland to show what inland WA's got to offer, which is pretty cool. At the moment, it goes from Perth to Albany, and then eventually it's going to end up in the goldfields apparently when it's completed. And they reckon it's going to be completed in 2019 and going to be pretty much officially open at the Four-Wheel Drive show in 2019. So be interesting to see where it goes. So what do you need to do the track? Well, apparently anything with high clearance can do it. So if you've got a lifted Commodore, you should be fine. Nah. But seriously, you can take virtually any car. It doesn't need to be highly modified with twin lockers, 35s and a 5-inch lift. It's really any four-wheel drive. You can take the camper trailer, nothing too hectic. It's just a great way to explore inland WA and see what this place has to offer. Just coming up to our first real obstacle now, the Brookton Highway. So it's gonna go smooth for a couple of, well, probably about 200 meters. And then we shoot back off the highway onto gravel again. It's pretty interesting what they've done with the waypoints for this track. So there's no hard copy set in stone route, but you have to download it off their website. So what that allows them to do, if there's a fire or a track closure, they can do a diversion around it and then they can update it. So they always recommend to download it before you go, even if you've been before, and just that way you always are going to have the correct route and there's going to be no issues with, oh, you can't get through that way and stuff like that. Just saves people getting lost really, which is pretty handy if you're not too savvy with your navigation. I mean, I've never got lost. Just pulling onto the Albany highway now, so we're going to do, well, I'd probably say about 10 k's of this very unusually smooth road. So far in the section from Mundaring Weir to Albany Highway, it was pretty much all gravel roads. There was a couple of tourist attractions. There was about 2 burnt out cars, so you could probably stop and have a bit of a family photo with them or something, but other than that, so far you can do it in your Commodore. Just pulled into the historic town of Jarrahdale, or so they say anyway. So there is a couple of little cafe general stores here. There's also a tavern which was ridiculously full, but it is a Sunday, so there you go. But just pressing on now to Serpentine Dam and we'll go from there. You may be feeling a bit peckish by the time you get here. There is a really nice cafe that overlooks the Serpentine Dam there. Like the sign says, it's not fast food, it's good food, so worth checking out. Otherwise, just grab a coffee and enjoy the view, because it's a really nice place just to stop for a couple of minutes and take in the scenery. Alright, here we go. First river crossing. But it's not the kind that you normally get excited about. This is Serpentine Dam. So this one actually looks pretty full as well. We must have had some seriously decent rainfall, hey. Nothing too much to see at this one besides that cafe, which I did mention up there, but besides that there's not a whole lot to see. We're going to continue on to North Dandalup Dam, and that's got a really awesome little area down the bottom of it, so I'll show you guys that. So far there's actually been no forward driving per se. I'm just about to pull off the track, or the road, onto the track again. Nice. Whoa. Mate, I spoke too soon. There's actually a bit of a washout here. No way. Oh mate, what you're about to witness is the most hardcore bit of the first 100 kilometers of the MundAl Track. Let's do it. I think I actually lifted a wheel. Shows how good I am at picking lines. Well, I don't think you'd be able to get your Commodore over that, but I think every high clearance vehicle you could, besides there was a little track around it anyway, so you could quite easily just scoot around it. So it's still the world's easiest track at the moment. Bit bumpy though. So we just got to North Dandalup Dam, but before we go across, I just want to show you guys this little area down here that I was talking about. It's a mint little spot, definitely worth checking out if you're coming along here. So at the bottom of North Dandalup Dam, you have this little oasis here. It's a really nice spot to come, have a barbecue with the family. Swimming is definitely not recommended here. However, all of the locals do it anyway. If you're worried about it, just keep your head above water. Don't get it in your nostrils, and you should survive. That being said, it's up to yourself whether you go swimming or not, but it's a beautiful little spot to come and check out anyway. And they actually release water here all year round, so they do try and keep it flowing as much as they can. Alright, here goes the second major river crossing for the day, North Dandalup Dam. Man, this one is absolutely massive. And again, it's really, really full, so it's awesome that we finally got some decent rainfall, it looks like, this year, because normally when you come to dams like this, you know, all around you can see the gravel on the edges, but it's all the way up to the tree line. Awesome stuff. So that means all the water ads that you see these days, you know, be water wise and all that, don't have to. This section through here, it's actually, like, there's a bit of a deep rut on the right hand side. If this was a little bit sloppy, it might be a bit interesting getting through here, especially with a camper trailer. Wow. See, at this point here, I don't know if you would want to bring like a soft roader, like a RAV4 or something like that through. A few bigger, deeper ruts. But I guess if they get too deep or too wet, that's the whole point of having the maps online. They can always change it and do something else. Just come across this little Marrinup Falls walk trail. So it's a class 3 and it's about 1.3 kilometers return. So just gonna have a quick little look-see, see what's down there. So there's a little bit of flow over the falls. I reckon in a couple of weeks there won't be, but I'd say it's worth checking out because just nice to get out of your car, stretch your legs a little bit. It's only a 1.3 kilometer walk, so it doesn't take too long. Just do it. So getting close to Dwellingup now, in a little bit of a tight section at the moment. Just a little bit washed out from rain. But I gotta say, as far as the waypoints are concerned with marking out the trail, it's really, really well done. Like, if you go from one waypoint to the next waypoint, there's no way you're gonna get lost. No way. Alright guys, well, we're in Dwellingup. That's the business centre back there. That's the tavern there, so not a bad place to stop over if you ask me. We did pass the Marrinup Prisoners of War camp just before Dwellingup, and that's a pretty good place to stay if you're looking to stay somewhere in the bush for free. It does get pretty packed out on weekends or public holidays though. That's what my mate says, he lives here in Dwellingup. Anyway, the MundAl Track. What do I think of it? Well, I'd say I'm not the target audience. I think that's the best way to describe it. I'd say it's probably for more families and older people that want to go forward driving but not actually go hardcore forward driving where there's mud holes and sloppy mud, water crossings, all that. Because pretty much from the Mundaring Weir to Dwellingup, it's predominantly gravel roads. There's a couple of little tighter tracks. There was a little bit of a rutted out section just near Dwellingup here, but besides that, all gravel roads. And then probably a third of the driving was actually on sealed roads, because you have to kind of get in between the gravel road somehow, don't you? So personally, I wouldn't do it again. That being said, if you're a family man and you want to take your family out, you know, they probably don't want to go hardcore forward driving, so it's probably a great place to take them. And yeah, there's a nice little town on the way, Jarrahdale, a nice place to stop in. Then you also got the Serpentine Dam, North Dandalup Dam, all really nice spots to stop and check out. So I'd definitely say I'm not the target audience, but if this kind of thing appeals to you, then definitely get out there and check it out. Like I said earlier, the waypoints are fantastic. They are on point, so it's pretty hard to get lost. I mean, you can give it a red hot go, but it's pretty hard. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. So sorry it wasn't as exciting as some other videos, but hey, the track's what it is. So get out there and enjoy it, guys, for yourself if you liked it. Otherwise, catch you guys in a different video that's hopefully a little bit more exciting. So see you guys later. That being said, I only did 160 kilometers of the track, so maybe other parts are more exciting. So don't take my word entirely for it. I've only done a little section of the track.